What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Gaia, the newest film from director Jaco Bouwer. Now, before we begin, if you like this channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome, hit the like button, as well as comment below any video to watch, including this one. So this movie, Gaia, is about a character named Gabby, who's played by Monique Rockman. She is a park ranger for the South African forest, and Gabby and her partner go on this river expedition to figure out what is going on with some of the cameras. They keep going down. She and her partner end up getting separated, and she somehow injures herself with a stick that ends up causing some problems, but in the process she is kind of saved by these two wilderness individuals, a father and son, who are named Baron and Stefan. They help her heal, they keep her at their location, and as the story plays along, what they seem to be and who they seem to appear may not be the exact nature of what they're doing in the forest. Why are they deep in the forest? What are these like mysterious noises? What is this mysterious fungi that they're kind of they always seem to be around? And in the process she starts learning about a more sinister nature to what exactly this is going on. What exactly is Baran and Stefan doing in this world? And so I kind of want to leave it there when it comes to the synopsis, because I do want to do an ending explains, because I think it deserves an ending explains. But this movie, it once again takes the forest nature, the forest settings, like in the jungles and so on and so forth, and really kind of shows the unsettling nature of what the forest is, how unforgiving it truly is. And like in The Earth or the Blair Witch Project, really shows that if you get lost in the forest, the chances of your survival may not be as much as you want it to be. It may be very low, and you don't know what's out there. There could be tigers, lions, and bears, oh my, that type of thing. And the way that this movie uses camera techniques with the spinning camera that goes upside down, or the use of camera drones and stuff like that, it makes it for a very kind of, I want to say, awe-inspiring look while you feel something's truly evil underneath that type of situation. And it's also a movie that has a very small cast, so you can keep it very centralized. You can use very small set pieces, but you can also create something very visually aesthetic, very visually appealing, that when the horrific nature and the horrific settings start to pop up, it really feels like it gives it a very claustrophobic feel, which this movie is. It's very claustrophobic. You're not really sure where you're at. And watching Stefan and Baren and how they live and how they interact with Gabby's character is a really interesting, unsettling experience. And so with that said, with this being my review of it, this movie is something that I actually truly enjoyed, really had a lot of fun with, just for the simple fact that it takes the material and does something truly unique with it, truly unsettling. I like movies like this, like Censor and stuff like that, where it not necessarily is 100% focused on giving you a narrative, but it's 100% focused a lot of times on giving you an experience. So it's giving you camera movements and camera angles. It's giving you looks and feels of like a tree and how that tree almost feels alive. How these characters they're dealing with, like for instance, they have like maybe fungus on their arms and stuff like that. How that becomes a very unsettling experience, and how you almost feel like you have to like look at your arms to make sure you don't have fungus, stuff like on that. It deals with the idea of a world that is trying to kind of reposition itself, but you always have characters and things that are always conflicting with that, and that's kind of a very interesting concept. And I really like what the director is doing here. I like how he positions everything and how he makes everything look very beautiful and very natural. But when the kind of horrific nature starts popping up, you start to see the very disintegration and the very the way the brain works start to slowly start to collapse to the point where these characters are not necessarily human very much anymore. And that's what makes this movie just a very fascinating thing to watch, a very enthralling thing to watch, just on the simple fact that you're just watching these characters as their kind of revelations and their onion, as Shrek always says, the onion opens and you start to see the nature of the true nature of what these two characters of Baran and Stefan are really in the forest for. And it's really interesting to see what Gabby has to go through in this movie, what she experiences, how she handles everything. And it makes it for a very unique experience, a very unique, unsettling type of movie. that it has some really cool things, but when it comes to Gabby's character, you're like wondering what is going to happen to her next. How's she going to survive through this? How's she going to get back to her place in the world and stuff like that? You know, like I said, she's a park ranger, but that kind of gets thrown out the window as she's with these two characters and how she deals with Stefan's character and so on and so forth. So, but overall, like I said, I really like the movie. The music makes the movie even more unsettling because it's very boisterous and it hits you pretty hard in the chest when it's like using like big boisterous instruments and stuff like that, very loud and over the top. And if you think of something like Mandy in a lot of ways, where that music really kind of punches you full force in the chest and the ears and stuff like that, that's what this movie Gaia does. And once again, I'm trying not to spoil too much of this movie because I think the ending explains will give some really interesting concepts of what I think is going on. But overall, I like the movie. It's a very good horror film. It's very different. It will be confusing for some people, but I think if you can get on board, I think if you really like movies like Mandy or Censor or In the Woods or to the extent of Tragic Jungle, I think you will enjoy this movie. So overall, I like it. Recommend if you like these types of horror films. So, but with that said, that is my take on Gaia. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, what is your favorite movie of this type of horror genre specific? You know, do you like movies like Censor? Do you like movies like this? Are you interested in seeing this movie? Do you know anything about this movie? All that good stuff. Otherwise, let me know in the comments. But if you like what you see on this channel, awesome. Hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.